Welcome back to Weekly News. It's me, your favourite ginger person, probably. I think we formed quite a connection on this channel. Speaking of channels, there's a new OurMFC Clips channel where we'll be putting, weekly news out on, and we will be putting out clips from our podcasts, our longer interviews. So if you want to drop a little subscribe on that, that'll be greatly appreciated. Basically, if you don't have the time to watch the full interviews, like the one we did with Yusuf, the Yusuf Boro, or with Craig Johns, and any future ones we do, if you just like to watch cut down versions of that with the highlights, then that'll be going up on the Clips channel. So yeah, give that a watch. So we're gonna get started with this week's news. So firstly, you may have seen a few days ago that Boro have made the signing of former Brentford keeper Luke Daniels, who's he's 33 years old. He's on a 2-year deal. You'd imagine his wages aren't too high. I looked on whoscored.com, which is where I get most of my stats from for the articles. So yeah, good resource. And from the looks of it, the data they've got on here, they've got 4 seasons that I can see, and the most he's played in a single season was 1,000 minutes, 12 appearances. So it looks like he's really never been the starting goalkeeper, from what I can see on WhoScored, that is. But obviously he won't be the starting keeper here. He's not going to be the number one since we've got Joe Lumley in. And I think, he's 33, bit of experience. He's used to being a backup, so he's not going to be demanding loads of minutes. I think it's a shrewd signing, if a bit unexciting, but you can't have every signing being Pajero or Pajero. We'll call him Martin, Big Martin. What a boy, by the way. Lovely fella. I'm sure. I haven't met him. I don't know if he'd like me. I can't speak Spanish, which is a bit of a problem, but I'll use Warnock's translator. He's a big fan of that. Big fan of the modern technologies, Neil. Next up, Hayden Coulson has joined Ipswich on a season-long loan. Now, I have a friend who's a Sunderland fan. I know. So if you're watching, Freddie, which you probably aren't, I promise this does tie into that. And he's been telling me that Ipswich have just signed loads of quality League One players, and I think Hayden Coulson's one of them. He needs to get his confidence back. He doesn't seem like he fits into Warnock's plans. And I think a move out to Ipswich will do him good. Regain some confidence. He's 24 now, I think. So it's he's in that stage of his career. He needs to be getting regular minutes, and I don't know. I mean, if Warnock's going to go at the end of the season, which he said he will, but he said it'll be his last season many times before. If he's going to go at the end of the season, it's probably wise for Coulson to go out on loan. If he performs well, he might come back and start challenging for places under a new manager. But he's not really going to get game time here, which is a little bit annoying because we're a bit short on that left-hand side. We've got Mark Bowler, who, well, I love. What a boy. The scourge of Fulham. They do hate him over there, probably. Don't know how you can hate him, though. Lovely bloke. What a smile. And then obviously we've got Lee Peltier, who can play out there. But it would have been nice to keep Hayden around, but I think it's probably a wise move to let him go on loan. What I think is a very smart signing, actually, is the signing of Sol Bamba on a 1-year deal, which to play in a kind of player coaching role. So he's gonna play when needed, but he's going to gain his coaching badges and help work with the academy, which is I think it's really good. Warnock's come out and said that he's really good with the youngsters, and apparently he's still got stuff to offer. So I think that it'll be good for the club, definitely. And I think it'll be good for Sol as well. Yeah, so he's 36, Bamba, but so a 1-year deal. But he can earn his coaching badges. He's really good with the kids, according to Warnock. Apparently, he's in better shape than expected. After being diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma, which is an uncommon cancer. Which kind of affects the vessels and glands in the body. So, I don't think he was expected to be in good shape, and really Warnock was just giving him the courtesy, letting him train with the club, because they've got a connection. But apparently he's come back in great shape. He's still got stuff to offer, and I think 1-year deal, his coaching badges. Yeah, I think it's great. People have come out inside the club. Sam Morty's come out and said that he's a great help amongst the players, and that he kind of gives everyone a lift. And you need those kind of people in your club, especially considering he's been promoted before with Cardiff under Warnock. So I think it's a really smart piece of business from the club. And the final bit for today is that, according to Daily Mail Sports, Boro, Bristol City, and Huddersfield are all tracking the Wimbledon left back at AFC Wimbledon, Nestor Guinness Walker, who's 21. He's in the last year of his contract. He hasn't played that much. I've looked on who scored, and he played quite a lot these last few years. He's not putting in elite defensive numbers, but 1.8 clearances a game last season, 1.5 tackles. It's not bad. He's been, let's have a look, 0.9 key passes a game again for a 21-year-old. Not bad. 0.8 crosses. So this was last season when he played 2,233 minutes, which is about 30 games. It's not bad. He's looks like a decent player. He's playing 1.8 long balls a game last season, which is reasonably high. Got 2 assists last season. Got a goal last season. 1.2 dribbles. So he looks a decent threat up that left hand side. Obviously, he's got a pretty funky name, Nestor, quality defender back in the day. Guinness, some people love a Guinness. And Walker, you've got Carl Walker, he's good. So now we are in contest with Bristol City and Huddersfield, but if I had the choice, Boro, obviously I'd choose Boro because up the boys. But if there was, I feel like Boro are in the best place out of those 3 clubs at the moment. I feel like we're on an upward trajectory. What with the signing of Martin and possibly Rodrigo Muniz, who, according to news today, is closer to joining us. Although Roma have made a bid. So if you had a choice, Jose Mourinho or Neil Warnock, it's not even a question, is it? You're choosing Neil. So screw you, Jose, if you're watching. Yeah, I know you like Aitor Karanka. I know you're friends with him, right? But business is business. So yeah, Nestor Guinness Walker, final year of his contract, bringing him in next year on a free maybe. Wouldn't be bad. Provides cover at left back, and he's only 21. When's he turned 22? 14th of September. So he's basically 22. September. So yeah, he apparently can play as a left midfielder as well. So just gives cover all the way on that side, which we do need. Wouldn't be bad to bring in this season. I don't know if Wimbledon will let him go. If we have a look at their squad, I don't know if they'd let him go. They only seem to have one other option who can play left back, and that's Callum Riley, who I don't know much about, but it might not be a bad idea to bring in Nestor Guinness Walker. Looks all right. Whether we get him in this season on a knockdown fee, I think it's unlikely. I think it's more likely we get him next season on a free, if he doesn't sign a contract or go to Bristol City or Huddersfield. but that is it for this week's weekly news video. So yes, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video finds you exceedingly well, and I hope that you have an exceedingly good day. I'm taking another swig of my coffee now. We're not sponsored by Costa. It may surprise you with the production quality on show here. I mean, where else can you find a background like this? You know, I'm so professional. So, yeah, lampshade. Well, I'll promise I'm. There it is. Yeah, I know. I'm so professional. I mean, where else would you find a self-respecting kind of football journalist with these? Eh? Yeah, yeah, that's right. I'm blind. They're not prescription, so I thought they were. No, I didn't buy these I didn't buy them. Someone gave them to me. So wasn't going to pass up that opportunity. But anywho, if Costa do want to get in touch, John, maybe send them an email. You know, we got a million Instagram reach this month, so it's not bad. So if any companies are watching, you know, and you want 1 million people to see your stuff, thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I've been Ben. You've been lovely, a wonderful audience. Hopefully, I'll see you soon, and you'll be subscribing. Would appreciate it.